Hello, Scorpio. Your weekly love tarot reading begins with a Knight of Swords, a King of Cups, the Moon, and a Five of Cups, Heartache. Your person comes in with a Queen of Swords, the Tower, Five of Wands, and a Three of Wands. And at the bottom of your deck for this reading, you have Chariot energy, your sister sign, Cancer. So you may be dealing with Cancers, or you may have Cancer in your chart. You also have your other sister sign showing up, the Moon, which is Pisces. So all of the water signs are represented here. Let's get right into your reading. Knight of Swords energy and a Queen of Swords energy. Well, you're riding right in, right? You're riding right in towards someone. Right? You've got a lot to say, you've got some things on your mind and you just think you're right about it. You're like, I'm right, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm right. This is the attitude that you're bringing in right now. Your person is coming into the week also with Swords energy, but Queen energy. And so your person is kind of like, okay, bring it, but make sure whatever you bring is honest and make sure you've done your homework, because I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to abide any sort of just rambunctiousness, right? You've got a lot of youthful energy, and this person's being a little bit more stern about it. Now, as I look ahead, there's some challenge here in this connection, right? You've got a couple of fives, which is the number for strife in tarot. But let's go ahead and just clarify your initial energies for each of you. Show me what's going on with that Knight of Swords. So, an Eight of Cups, walking away. And a Four of Cups for your person. Wow. Okay, so here we go. We see what's going on. Let me put it to you like this. You're definitely riding towards someone who's walked away from you, who shut that door. You're coming in and you're trying to see if there's something left, and you're desperate to know, is there something left? Is there anything left? Is there a drop left, right? Here between the two of us. And so, yeah, this Knight of Swords energy you're coming in with is very, very determined. You're convinced, right, Scorpio? You've convinced yourself that there must still be some kind of connection here. And nevertheless, your person comes in and says, no, there's nothing. Look, in fact, whatever was left, I'm going to pour it all out. I want nothing. Queen of Swords energy, no wonder they're coming in as well with this kind of like, sure, you can present your case, but trust me when I tell you, you're not going to get any satisfaction here because I've made my decision, right? She knows what she wants. Queen of Swords is very, she's measured. She's thought about her decisions and she's thought about her stance. And she's extremely honest and to the point. And there's really not going to be much budging here, especially with these energies. All right. So how do you guys see each other? Well, when they see you, they see a tower moment, right? They see you having a tower moment. You're going to wake up and realize something here, and they know it. I wouldn't be surprised if High Priestess shows up, because they are seeing you really go through a period of kind of like, what? Things aren't what I believe them to be. You see them as a King of Cups, but looking away, right? A King of Cups in as much as they know what they want, and they've already gone through all of the they've gone through all of the scenarios and situations. And again, to reiterate what the Queen of Swords is saying over here in terms of a decision, but here also in terms of their heart. Their heart is they know what they want in their heart, and it's not you. It's, as bluntly as I can put it, they've turned away. They've shut that door completely. And they see that you're having a moment about it, because I think that in your mind, you never thought this would happen. Unfortunately, it has. This may be a toxic connection or a connection that went sideways. Check out my toxic love readings. I'm going to go ahead and link that in the corner for you. Yeah. So listen, they're very determined. They've made up their mind, and they already have their eyes set on something else. And that other objective indicates a distance here. 5 of Pentacles for you. Wow, you've been really like out in the cold. You know, you've been completely cut off. And I think this is what's really upsetting you here. It's like for some of you, this is going to be like a split, in as much as you are no longer around them physically. They may have thrown you out, or they may have moved out if you were living together. I can imagine one of these scenarios. For some of you, the message is you've come home and all their shit is gone. Yeah. Like that. You know, it's perhaps left you in a difficult position financially, physically. You may not be doing so well health-wise. You may not be doing so well with your money as a result of this connection and the split in this connection. Your person is coming in with 9 of Wands energy. It's been a long period of battling with you. You know, like for them, it's been a struggle. This relationship, this connection with you has been an immense struggle. And I think that most recently they may have found some inspiration or help or assistance outside from somewhere else with someone who is kind of able to understand them and relate a little bit and helping them push through this last stage with you. I think this has been listen, it's hard to hear. And of course, I'm going to throw it out there, Scorpio. This could be vice versa. You may be in this position. But trust me, if you're new to my channel, or if you're a regular, if you're going to come back, you're going to get used to the fact that the readings are what the readings are. And if the reading indicates that there was toxicity here on your part, I got to call it as it is. And this is how it feels here. You're realizing that. Of course, you're getting the wake-up call. But the wake-up call is in as much as you really had no idea how much your person was affected to the, you know, or let's put it to you this way. You may have had an idea of how strongly they were affected, but I think you believed that your connection with them would outlast anything. And here you're finding out that in fact it did not. That in fact they have gotten to a place where they've been like, I'm done. We're done. This has been a struggle. I don't care that you're suffering. I don't care. I don't care what's happening here with you. You go about your way. How do you guys see your role in the relationship? Well, here's more evidence. Moon energy here for you. You've been really looking at this relationship as a test. And so you keep thinking you're being tested, right? And so you keep trying to come up with, you know, ways to beat the test, win. Either beat the test or win the test. And at the end of the day, I think what comes through is that this is not a test. This is reality. Nobody, you know what I mean? This is not a ploy or a game. Your person, I think that perhaps for you, things have been kind of vague because you've been looking at this as some kind of game back and forth that you guys will play forever. And in fact, they've said, no, this is not a game. I'm not testing you to see how you respond. I don't like anything about the way you're responding, and I'm out. For them, 5 of Wands, it's been a constant battle. They see themselves in this relationship as constantly at war with you. Exhaustingly so, with that 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, exhausted of it. And so whereas you've been looking at this war as some kind of playful back and forth, because perhaps that's the way you engage in relationships. And listen, some people like that. Look, this is not a judgment. There are people who love those kind of relationships where you're constantly back and forth and you like to play little head games and see who wins. And it's all about, it's all about the challenge. It's all about the competitiveness and all of that. And that's great. This person just isn't one of them. And so this tactic, failing miserably. Sun, Ace of Cups. So a realization here for you and a new love for them. This is real. The Sun comes in a way, finally for you. And this is a positive because the Sun is bringing finally that ultimate clarity that you need. You needed a wake-up call, which you got with that Tower moment that they see you're having. And then you needed some clarity about what's really going on. And this clarity is necessary for you to finally move on and get to a place where you begin to sort of do some healing, do some shadow work, sort of dig into why all of this happened and why this all caught you so much by surprise. Your person resonates with an Ace of Cups. They're falling in love. They have a new love coming in. So not only is it the end, but it's the end and they have firmly moved in with a new love. What do you find yourself doing here? Five of Cups. Five of Cups, mourning, loss. You mourn them, right? You're mourning them. They've gone. They've left. And as a result, you are kind of left in a state of sort of sadness, mourning, depression. This comes after the clarity. Yes, the sun you would think brings happiness and all of that. But when you're bringing the sun into a dark situation that needs sunlight for it to sort of be illuminated so you can see what's going on, everything to sort of be dried out and desiccated so that it can go away and eventually for new things to grow, which involves, of course, water and healing, but that's another issue. But the sun has brought the clarity and finally the realization for you that it is indeed over. And that, in fact, it was over a long time ago, but perhaps you did not see it. Three of Wands for them, they are just waiting and being patient and moving on. You know, Three of Wands energy for them. Interesting. There, you know, it may be that they are waiting, not waiting. It's not a waiting so much, but it is a patience. There's a patience that this person has shown with you in being with you and also in getting away from you that has really been quite strong. And they continue to have that patience. But more than anything, they move on with a new love connection. They move on with a very new love connection. But Three of Wands energy, it's virtue. They really remain committed to their decision. All right, let's go ahead and pull out your oracles. Yeah, this is a tough read. Chariot energy at the bottom of the deck, you know, moving forward with your destiny. And right now, your person is resonating with that. And I think to a certain degree, when you come out of all of this, you will be resonating with it as well, realizing what your true path is or finding a new vision for yourself. We have Spirit of Water, cleansing. That's what I was talking about earlier. Spirit of the Apple, an offer or a test, a temptation. Spirit of the Anchor, stable, investment. Let's get your animal spirits out. The Earthworm, a novice, starting off new all over again, and the Moth. Wow. So this may be a little bit of satisfaction for you in as much as for your person with the new love and the Three of Wands coming in. Yeah, they may be needing more information on that Wands energy because the Moth oftentimes can be attracted to something that's glittery and sparkly, but also very dangerous. And the Moth is very inconsistent. Just from here to there, there's no staying power. There's no commitment with the Moth air energy. And so your person may be resonating with a little bit of that as they leave you and rebound into another relationship. So, but we don't wish ill will on anybody. I just say this, Scorpio, that this connection here for them may indeed be just a rebound, but it still serves the same purpose, which is to sort of get away from this connection they have with you. Earthworm energy, novice energy, you know, I think, you know, being brand new at something. And I think that's how you feel. You're going through something that you've never gone through before, especially this Five of Pentacles. For some of you Scorpios, this breakup really affected you physically, like your environment, everything around you, the way you live, eat, you know, like, again, you may have had to suffer some food instability, housing instability as a result. Just difficult, very, very difficult living condition as a result of this chasm, the schism that you have with this person. Spirit of Water, Spirit of the Apple, and Spirit of the Anchor. Let's pull all three of those up. And Spirit of Water, healing, right? Healing, cleansing. This is what I'm talking about. That will eventually come in. Spirit of the Apple, a temptation, a test. Take care with that. You know, there is offers here. You know, see how that resonates for you. And Spirit of the Anchor, investment, stability, being solid, finding solid footing. Eventually, I think that that's something your person is searching for and finding slowly through some of this patience here. But ultimately for you, this is the first step. The sadness in the mourning is the first step to a healing process, which eventually will lead to a cleansing of toxicity for you. All right, Scorpio. Oh, one more. Let's get the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, my astrological divining deck. I love this deck. Just to see what kind of astrological energies may be helping or pushing or pulling on this situation. Principle and influence. We have Principle, Scorpio, and Jupiter and Sagittarius, exalted, principle, standing by your principles, and influence, Mercury and Libra energy. Okay, see how that applies to you, especially that Jupiter in Sagittarius is strong. You know, it's like being principled, having, you know, finding your principles, you know, finding out who you are. Maybe this is part of this journey that you're having here, because again, this is really the most shocking thing here is not so much the split, but how definitive and complete and irreversible the split is, and how little is left between the two of you. You really did believe that there would always be a connection, and in fact, there no longer is. All right, now I'm going to leave it. This is your weekly love tarot reading for Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me. If it resonated for you, please like it. Just hit that like button. That really helps my channel out. It really helps promote my channel, and I appreciate it when you take the time to do that. It's also a way for you to claim this reading and claim, you know, the commitment to resonate above it and move on in prosperity and progress. But for right now, guys, I'm going to wish you and your cross watchers love, life, and happiness. And I hope to see you guys next week here on my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot, for your weekly love reading for Scorpio. Bye-bye now.